Okay, I'm just going to do a quick little video tutorial on this contraption that I just came up with in quarantine today. It kind of will help work on two major problems that bow hunters have. One of those being target panic, and the other one is something I struggle with big time, and that is punching the trigger. So I'm also, along with being a computer science, outdoor ed, and sport performance teacher, the sport performance piece. One thing I know about when you're trying to train for technique, it's really important that you don't have a performance-based goal. So if I'm shooting free throws and working on my form, I don't want to have a goal of hitting a certain number of free throws, or the only thing that I'm going to focus on is performance. And so this tool is for working on just technique, and then you use this tool for a day or two, and then you go to the range and you test that out and see how that's helped you. So being an archery instructor as well, we work with bowstrings a lot with our recurve bows. This is just a tool that you can make kind of a bowstring assistant for compound bows. You can see I'm a single pin guy, so that's the way I've set it. So I'm just going to kind of show you how this works. I'm going to get my wife to videotape the rest of it. Okay, so the way this kind of bowstring assistant works is first of all, you got to figure out your draw length. So what I did is I tied a knot here and took my release out and tried to kind of figure out what my draw length was, and then once I had that, I just tied a knot right here. Okay, so the way this works is pretty simple. I like to just hook that through there. I even have a place if you to put a level in. If you wanted to put a level in, that would be fine as well. But for now, I don't have a level in there, but I did make a holder for that. So all you want to do is take your release and grab the string, and you can kind of pull that back, and then get to your anchor point. Okay, and now this allows me to sit there. Now, if I'm at the range, and sometimes there's other people around, or just once I get that pulled back, I don't love coming down. Now, a good drill to practice when you have your bow is just coming down as well. But now I can sit there, and I can sit on the target for as long as I want, and I can feel my release. And the nice thing, this gives me the real feel of where my let go is from my release. So my finger's on my release. A lot of time, if I'm at the range by now, I get on that target, boom, I want to fire right away. Right here, I know there's no performance, there's no arrow going to fly. And so I can just sit there on the target as long as I want, and then I can hit the trigger, okay, more comfortably, and kind of just let that go. And there's no pressure. The thing that this takes away is that pressure of having your 70-pound kind of bow pulled back, and you have the draw. Now I can still feel. I still feel that dead point, just like my compound would have, and I can kind of work on that positioning, hold my anchor, work on that, and then just sit on the target as long as I want. Feel my release. Feel my release. Focus on the target. No target panic, because I'm just sitting there. Doesn't matter. No arrow's going to fly, and I can work on that smooth release. And what I'd recommend with this tool is just, this can be just your training tool. Get up in the morning, do 100 of these. And I bet you, I guarantee you get to the range, and you've been doing this, your release is the same, everything's the same, and you can work on that. I can see, okay, my release wasn't great that time, but there's no performance goal. I can just focus on the feedback and those couple things. Do it again, get there, get set, hand position. Set that bow hand, get on the target, hold, feel your release, and work on that. Okay, so just a simple tool. If you're interested in getting the 3D download file, or if you want one of these suckers, maybe get a hold of me. Hopefully that kind of helps your bow training while we're stuck in quarantine, or just a tool forever, something simple and cheap that I just made for something to do in quarantine time.